What's up, everybody? It's your homeboy here, D-Lo the Vet Bro, giving you a new reaction today. Um, I'm still trying to figure out how to do this introduction on this because I'm used to the On the Gun Line podcast intro, so y'all gonna have to bear with me. I'm debating. I'm calling whoever follows this the the Vet Bro Militia. I don't know. It sounds good to me, so I'm gonna start calling y'all the Vet Bro Militia for those that follow me for the Vet Bro reactions. Uh, I hope you guys have enjoyed the last couple of ones. I've gotten some pretty good feedback on it, and also I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast as well. The On the Gun Line podcast. That one is they're both under the same umbrella, I guess you could say. I don't fucking know how to explain it. I'm just too lazy to make a new channel, and yeah, I'm not the most technically savvy cat. As you can see, how the background screen just keeps integrating and melting me into it. Now that background screen that takes me back to Fort Carson, Colorado. That was a picture I took when we were doing our air assault, which when people think air assault, they start thinking about the guys that are jumping out of the god daggone Blackhawks and Chinooks and all that fast roping down and shit like that. No, not all the time. Okay. Air assaulting with field artillery, what it means, we're gonna go ahead and pick up the howitzers via during this time it was with the Chinooks. We were picking up the 119ers, and they came on, and we go ahead and clip onto the motherfucking hook and have that bad boy take off. And I tell you, one of the best experience, one of the most fun experiences I ever had, and most memorable ones, was actually hooking up to the Chinook. There's nothing like looking down at that fucking chopper being piloted by National Guardsmen at the time. It's who came down from the Colorado National Guard and started hovering right above you, like literally right there, dude. You see the crew dude down there, and you're got this fucking Q-tip looking thing, and you're trying to. It's a lot harder than it looks. Just to be honest with you, it really is a lot harder than it looks to clip on and slap it on there, dude. You got dudes holding your legs down so that you don't get blasted down by the rotor wash. And if that pilot isn't on it, he's gonna be pretty much squashing your ass. So, with that being said, it was definitely one of the most memorable times that I had. We were air assaulting, and then they took the howitzers over to a different location, and then they fired them, and then they air assaulted them back. It was just all in all a pretty good goddamn time, man. So good times. If you ever have a chance in the artillery world to do an air assault, it's pretty badass. Look, if this is bothering y'all, the background, let me show you what it looks like without the background. Okay, I just because it's bothering me. So let me see if I could take it off and let y'all see what it looks like. All right. Da, 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 da. So maybe I'll just keep it off for now. All right. So that's the background. That's what it looks like right now. So with that being said, we'll just go through it like this and see how we roll. Maybe I'll start doing that. Like, like every time I do a background, it'll be something that I take a picture of or trip down memory lane, give y'all a quick story about it and shit. But anywho, with that being said, this is the reaction channel, god damn it. And as you can see, I'm representing my Dodgers right now. Go Dodgers. I'm doing my part in buying gear so we can go ahead and pay Otani that 700 million motherfucking dollars that he's owed. Good night. Bro. I'll take beams to get on base for $70,000 a year. All right. I'll do that. 162 games, too easy, bro. I'll let y'all beat me every time. Whenever you need somebody just to get whacked with a ball, I'll be the guy. I'll walk the base. You know what I'm saying? I'll do it. Now let's go with $700,000. All right, $700,000 a year. I'll do that for you because the medical bills are gonna fucking pile up, and I don't know how many seasons I'll be able to do that. I'm just saying, Dodgers, I'm your man. If you need somebody to get beamed, all right. So, anyways, it's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous. Anywho, so let's go ahead and continue on now. We're going to go ahead and do a reaction today to, I would say, the most prideful fucking MOS there is in in the military. I mean, whether it's in the Marine Corps, whether it's in the Army. These guys are the most prideful motherfuckers in the world, and they will always call you a pogue no matter what. I've met motherfuckers that never even did a minute outside of their goddamn garrison post here in country and still had the audacity to call me a pogue. Like, bitch, I got more combat stripes than you'll ever see in your fucking life. And anywho, I'm the pogue though. It's funny because I'm a pogue until you motherfuckers need that fire. Infantry lead the way. Yeah, they lead the way after the fucking artillery has fucking demolished their enemy. All right. I'm just saying that out there. Y'all know it's true. Calling in those ticks. And don't give me that Kaz bullshit either. Anywho, I'm rambling on, y'all. Let's go ahead and check out this video, all right? This is MOS 11 X-ray infantry candidate. All right, let's see what these pogues got for us. Wait, I'm not even sharing my channel, am I? See, again, this is why I am a Bravo and not a Delta. How do I, where do I go? Is it this one? I should have had this shit set up already, bro. Y'all gonna have to give me a second now, because now I feel like a fucking dumbass here. God dog it. Nope, cancel. All right, here we go. All right, now let's go ahead and add to the stage. Bam. Look at that. Here we go with the infantry. Let's see what they got.
The Springfield Model 1795, the first musket to be produced in America, borrowing from and improving on what had come before, much like the country it was forged to protect. It's fitting that this weapon would come to represent the soldiers of America's infantry.
The legacy of the infantry is always around us. It's always here. We hear about it on a daily basis.
The uniform, it brings something out of you. It just makes you feel like you're a part of something bigger than you.
I joined the Army because I've always been a protector of my family and
holy Jesus. Is that Quagmire's daughter? Giggity goo. Oh my God. Schaffenberg. All right, Schaffenberg.
And I wanted to protect my country as a whole.
I've wanted to join the Army since the day I turned 6, September the 11th, 2001. There was never a question in my mind that I wanted to go infantry.
The oldest branch in the Army, infantry, is home to some of the most decorated units ever to enter combat. But as warfare has evolved, so has the role of infantry. Whether by air, by wheel, by track, or by foot, today's infantry will employ a diversity of tactics and systems as they close with and destroy the nation's enemies.
The infantry's tough. It's not supposed to be easy. There's been a lot of people who quit since.
See, already this dude right here, he this recruiting video will probably already start making me lean towards joining them, because it's telling you from the get-go it's going to be hard, it's going to be tough. I see females in there. Are they tough? Are they strong? I don't know. I don't really care. I do care because, you know, that's why I'm the vet bro, because I believe that there should be females in there, other MOSs, soft skills MOSs. But anywho, that's not what we're reacting to today. But yeah, this dude right here, he's about it, routed.
I joined here, but not me. I joined here for a reason, and that's to protect my family and be a part of something bigger.
The important thing.
You know what he really wanted to say was the reason I joined the infantry was because I want to stack bodies. All right, that's why.
Saying that it's easily overlooked is a lot of mental. You need to have a strong mentality to do this job.
You know what? She might be a female, but her last name is Lopez. So props to you, homegirl. I bet you out there kicking ass, right? I hope you are. And you from Western Virginia? Ooh, you from Virginia? Your last name Lopez? You're going to have some Salvi in you or Honduran. You're some kind of Central American.
To push even when your body can't go anymore, to be able to rely on one another.
Down the road, if somebody messes up, it could be life or death. So they teach you here not to slip up on the little things, because that could mean the difference between going home or not.
If you don't put the stress on them now, then when they get into a combat situation and rounds are flying past their head, they're going to get hurt.
Exactly. Pause. Sorry, I'm pausing a lot. but it's because it reminds me of the fucking the Fort Jackson thing that we did earlier, the review or the reaction I did to Fort Jackson, their 40-minute basic training that I did. They might as well make basic training online if that's the way they're going. But these infantry cats, they go through OSUT, one station unit training, the same way we went through in artillery. So our basic training is combined with our AIT all in one. And I believe that that's how all MOSs, well, not all combat MOSs are doing it again, because I think they had stopped doing it for a while. But this is the type of stuff that makes people like myself want to join. You know what I'm saying? This is what I wanted to do. I knew that I was joining the military not to do a job I could do as a civilian. The hell's the fun in that? I want to do something that is bigger than me and something I can honestly have fucking stories to talk about at the VFW to set myself apart from everybody else. If anybody could do it, then what's the whole fucking point? You know what I mean? It's meant to weed out the weak and only keep those that really want to be there.
Training to be an infantryman would definitely be rifle marksmanship, which is shooting. It's definitely interesting to see how accurate you can be.
I knew full on what I was signing
See,
up.
remember how, I don't know if you saw the basic training video I was telling y'all about. It was barbed wire and you had your face dug into the sand. So it does make a difference if you're in Relaxing Jackson or if you're there at Fort Benning, well, whatever the hell they call it now. So it makes a big difference where you go for training then. So it is not standardized. So I'm thinking that Leonard Wood and Jackson are the soft skill MOS ones, and Sill and freaking and Benning, whatever the fuck it's called now, are the ones that still have, like, you know, semi realistic, real basic.
Up for, and I'm preparing myself mentally for that now, because there is a chance that I might deploy right after graduation.
Hell yes, son. Go get them motherfucking stripes.
Infantry careers begin at Fort Benning, Georgia. Infantry soldiers first undertake basic combat training before transitioning directly into advanced individual training.
Yeah, get it.
These soldiers will be introduced to some of the weapons.
Oh, Bradley
used
right
by
there.
The infantry: the M4 carbine rifle, grenade launcher, squad automatic weapon, M240 Bravo machine gun, anti-tank weapons, as well as mines,
Now,
grenades.
just to
and
clarify,
ammunition.
you do all that in basic training, except the
Infantry
Bradley.
soldiers trained to fight on not just the traditional battlefield, but also the urban landscape, as well as
Hell yeah, do some
environments
out training,
exposed
baby.
to nuclear, biological, and chemical arms. Armored vehicles, such as the Stryker and the Bradley fighting vehicle, are incorporated to simulate real-world ops.
The most rewarding part about this training is gaining another family, another place to call home.
There are actually some guys here that I'd want to go to war with, and they understand
Pause.
that what they're doing is helping them become.
Okay, did I hear that right? Let me rewind a little bit.
Some guys here that I'd want to go to war with, and they understand.
Nah, pimp. No.
Another place
That's
to
an
call
issue.
home.
There are actually some guys here that I'd want to go to war with, and they understand that what they're doing is helping them become better.
Now, you know what? I pumped the brakes on it because he said there are some guys here that I would want to go to war with. And you know what? I'll give him credit. He's keeping it 100, because out of everybody in his company, you know, only a select few are really down to ride for the fucking cause when it's time to go. You know, the biggest blabbermouths usually turn into biggest bitches when the bullets start flying. Now, you're probably asking, how the fuck would he know? He was an artilleryman. Because when I was in Baghdad in 0506, I was not blessed to be in the hot guns or cold guns. I was not blessed to be on the gun line. I was blessed to be rolling on our Route Irish, on Route Vernon, on Senators, on Tampa. You know, that was my fucking mission out there, rolling on them roads, you know, on Jackson. So with that, that's why I know a little bit more than the average bear when it comes to being out there, you know, having to set up TCPs, having to react to contact. All right. A little bit more than your typical artilleryman. Now, not saying that artillery doesn't train on it, because we are a diverse group of folks, but during my deployments, I didn't get to fire, and that's one of the biggest fucking letdowns, or one of the biggest gaps that I have in my combat history, that I didn't get to do my MOS in country. I mean, I did, but I didn't. Like, I wanted it to be more like the boys that I was chilling with that were out in Kopmani. They were fucking firing all the time. Fob Joyce, Metalam, fucking Hanukkah Miracle, Bostic, all them cats out there were shooting. Me, my mission was different in Afghanistan, so my deployment was different. I had to go train these ANA and start up what we ended up calling I remember they were proud of this, the first ever Afghan Field Artillery Training Center. AFATAC, I think it was it? Afghan Field Artillery Training Center. I think it was something like that. Anywho, so that's what we ended up starting up there. And I'm proud of the service that I did out there, because I hopefully trained these dudes to, well, I know I trained them up to fucking successfully fire the D30 and how to FCAT it. Now, did they know how to do it afterwards? I don't know. Because I tell you, I mean, artillery is artillery when it comes down to it. It was just a trip how we had a Russian freaking howitzer and 2 weeks to learn how that bitch worked, and then start training the Afghans, who we were teaching them through an interpreter, which, shout out to my Turbo. That fool was doing his thing. Anywho, I'm moving along. So far, this I'm not gonna lie, this video does have me a little bit on the pumped up side, like, yeah, go get it, And like I said to homeboy, keeping it 100, not everybody is gonna be a motherfucking go-getter when it comes down to when the bullets start flying. So he's right on that, dude. I knew a dude that when we got hit one time, he fell out of the fucking turret, started crying like a baby back bitch, and didn't go back up into the turret. Meanwhile, another person that was inside that same vehicle, who was blasted and wounded as well, moved that motherfucker out of the way, jumped up into the fucking hatch, and started handling business that the gunner should have been doing. But anyway, that's nor here nor there. That's a story for another day. Shout out to the cats that know what I'm talking about if they were there with us in Mosul. All right, let's go back to the story of a homeboy here.
Soldiers. The infantry of today does not just patrol. Fighting positions must be constructed and camouflaged. Fortifications and other obstacles must be built or emplaced. There will be recon missions that require infantry support.
There you go.
For indirect fire infantry units, the ability to rapidly establish and fire their man-portable or vehicle-board mortar is key.
That motherfucker airbursted. You saw that shit? I ain't gonna lie. Let's see that again, man. Let's see it again. That shit was tight.
To rapidly establish and
little mortarman.
Man-portable or vehicle-board mortar is
that was tight, dog. I love seeing that shit. Little airburst. So for those that don't know, when there's an airburst like that, all the shrapnel just scatters, bro. Just and just fucking just takes everybody out, bro. That's fucking beautiful. Then we have also, so I personally call mortarmen baby artillery, simply because, I mean, granted, some of them do fire 120 millimeter, but their distances are a lot shorter. But either way, they handle their business. Props to the mortarmen out there. And with that said, I never got to fucking use it, but out there on some of the cops that we had, people that in Afghanistan, they were in charge not only of their fucking 119ers or 777s, but they were also in charge of the mortar pits. So again, artillery, we are jacks of all trades. All right. We are masters of our fucking artillery piece, but we are also have the ability and capability to go on route clearance, to go do a presence patrol, to go ahead and do a PSD team, to go ahead and freaking fire mortars, go set up a fucking TCP. You name it, we did it. So anywho, artillery, as you can see, I'm an artilleryman through and through. I'm a red leg for life. I love my shit. D-Lo the vet bro is also section chief, gun line section chief. So anywho, I'll stop rambling. Coffee's kicking in really hard right now. Let's see what else they got.
Are depending on them to bring their firepower to the fight.
Yeah, those are your 11
These
Charlies.
days are some of the smartest. College degrees.
I'm looking forward to going to college and trying to become an officer.
Yeah,
For me, it's a
don't let the
career.
motherfucking
I'm
infantrymen
looking
slip
forward
on you
to long road
or
in the
sleep on you. These
military.
motherfuckers are
There's a lot
smart.
of opportunity that you can't get anywhere else, and I'm getting paid to do that.
I hate that shit. It's not. Anyway, that weaponeer type shit. It's new. It's very high
Those
speed.
are your soldiers. So you take claim to them and you work on them every single day. Watching them go across that field, you do get some pride knowing that you're putting some good trained soldiers back into the army.
Graduation.
You know, even these guys marching looks a lot better than the one I did on the basic training at Fort Jackson.
United States Army Infantry.
His cover looks good. The berets are semi better.
I can't imagine how it's gonna feel.
Somebody
I'm
had a foot
excited for
fetish
it,
there.
and I'm looking forward to it.
Pauga, you know, that fool sounds like an Islander brother, so you know he's down already.
Begins a pattern of continued personal growth. Advanced schools such as Airborne, Pathfinder, Sniper, Ranger, and even Special Forces may lie along that path.
It's more than what I thought. It's better than what I thought. It's making me into a man. Exactly
Get
what
it.
I want to be.
That's what I'm talking about, Wilson. Zero.
Person than you were when you came in, and you're definitely going to be changed for the better.
This choice I've made, I'm not gonna regret it. It's probably one of the best choices I've made so far in my life, and there's no looking back.
Don't fuck with Islanders, y'all.
After generation, America has depended on them to be her strength in war, her deterrent in peace. They go
You know
where
what?
the fight is most fierce, shouting, "Follow
Shout
me,"
out to the
as they
whoever
lead
did
the
this
way.
video.
They are relentless. They are always there. They are the infantry.
Shout out to the infantry, yo. Still get a kick on how y'all like to call us fucking pogues, but shout out to the infantry. You guys are pretty cool out there, man. GoArmy.com. Shout out to the Army, and let me go ahead and minimize this shit and wrap this up for y'all. Shit. How do I do this? Stop screen share. Right? Is that what it was? And then, all right, there goes my daughter back there. Okay, minimize. All right. It's about 22-minute video. We'll wrap it up at 25 even. I hope y'all enjoyed that video, y'all. I'm getting more comfortable doing this. And I'm hoping you guys are seeing the difference as well. I hope you guys are enjoying it, as well as getting a little knowledge out of it too. I didn't get to work with all the MOSs, but infantry you'll see everywhere, and these motherfuckers are always going to call you a pogue if you're not in the infantry land. And that's cool, man. I mean, some of them are dumb enough to actually believe that they're the, high speed lead the way folks, when we all know the truth is that when their ass is in this shit, they need artillery. You know what I'm saying? Who follow me, lead the way. Yeah. But first we need the artillery to go ahead and just clear out a path for us, because we can't go in there. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Come on, infantry. There's this one dude. I'll give him props. We called him. He earned a title Smoke. I'll give him that. He earned a title Smoke. A title Smoke is a platoon sergeant in the artillery world. It's a very coveted position / title. All right, and this gentleman was an infantryman, and he had come from the infantry world to the artillery world, because during our deployment to Afghanistan in 2012, we were going to have a maneuver platoon. And for that maneuver platoon, we wanted somebody who was a subject matter expert, where it came down to, their tactics and whatnot. Again, we're artillerymen, so we would want to have a SME from that world. So he came down and he trained up the maneuver platoon. Shout out Smoke Anderson. God damn it. Oh, and he was a cool ass dude, man. And I think that he trained up folks pretty well, and he had a really chill attitude. And when their mission was pretty much wrapped up, they came over down to us, and he slid right in, man. He slid right in to help us with the training of the Afghan field artillery, bro. So this man that was just from the artillery world, knew nothing. I mean, from the infantry world, knew nothing about artillery. Came in there, and he started learning how to use the safety circle, the aiming circle, and so I give them credit, a lot of props. Smoke, you earned that title. I'm still pissed off that you got your same barbs and I never did, but hey, it's all gravy. We know rank had his privileges in that one. I'm just playing, y'all. With that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this one, y'all. It's 25 minutes in. If y'all stayed tuned, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't yet done yet so, like, subscribe. As you see at the bottom or the scroll, if you want to go help ahead and help a brother out here financially, because I'm not monetized. Obviously, I only got 200 subscribers. Hopefully, we'll hit that next the next goal of 500 here soon. And we'll make it happen, Captain, you know, one day at a time. Oh, by the way, if you have seen the reaction video to Gunline Chief gets pissed off at the Round Runner, I got a special treat for y'all coming on Tuesday, y'all. That section chief, I'm doing an interview with him, and we'll be out on Tuesday next week, which would be shit. Let me put up my calendar here, y'all, real quick. Next Tuesday is the 19th. So on 19th December, if everything goes correctly tomorrow and everything we have lined up goes well, I'll be able to fucking have the section chief, and then we'll talk about his history in the Army, and specifically we'll talk about that day too, what was going through his mind, why Stout was being Stout, and then also shout out to the AG in that video. Turns out that he ended up marrying the chick who I said was being louder than everybody else in that section. So shout out to y'all. With that being said, I'm out of here, y'all. Rounds complete, and end of mission. And I'll see y'all later, Vet Bro Militia. Deuces.